Hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 17, Week 6. Mac and Cheese Team Hollywood taking on Split Push Sprouts Team Line. Last time, Trash Boat Roxy Row Row made me want to see these guys play on an actual team next season as those roles. Let's see what happens this time. Very good chemistry, very good execution.
Yeah, I mean, I seen Trash Boat is play calling. He's drafting, so
Yeah, they would stand to reason.
that looked
Talk
like
about
a
a
very
weird stand-up.
Trash Boat play called game. Like,
Yeah.
from what I've seen from this guy's teams, similar to what that was.
Yeah,
Like,
I've
especially
played
the
with them before.
suddenly getting like a really deadly like smoke. I don't know, that doesn't just happen. You just randomly learn to do that.
It's not true. Alright, you do randomly learn to do that. Let's see, Mac and Cheese banned out the DK said. Poor
Yeah,
Carp.
of course.
He doesn't get to play at either of the games this series, poor Carp.
What can you do?
DK first
He
phase
doesn't have
banned.
prospect, so.
They also got rid of the Lion, interesting. Mostly Hollywood, yeah, all Hollywood heroes on the other side of the coin. Very happy. I actually noticed that message that was in chat fast enough that I actually replied to it in chat before I would have been able to reply to it live. So, you know, there you go. Shoutouts to you,
Wow.
AsinJack123. Or, no, it's not AsinJack, it's AnsJack. Whoops. Sorry, I thought you were Asian, but actually you're from the Anzac, I guess. Anzac Jack, that's like a wrestler name. Crystal Maiden coming out first for Split Push Sprouts. Abaddon coming out first for Mac and Cheese. Okay, so Majuani, we've seen some success on Majuani with this hero in the past. Looking to recapture that, perhaps. Perhaps one of the best heroes in the game in this patch. Certainly one of the best heroes in LD2L in this patch. Just a generally difficult hero, though I do think his upside is lessened a little bit when you put him up as the first pick for your lineup. He does make CM not do anything, but
5 seconds remaining.
I almost just broke LD2L rules. Whoops. I almost just typed to Carp, no DK sad. Please don't ban me, Greg. So wherever you are, Warcarp, no DK, sad. And I know where you are, you're right here in this game. Going after some of the Mac Classics again. Actually, pretty much the same bans this time for Split Push Sprouts. Which I guess makes sense, it stands to reason. It did seem like they were throwing the Mac and Cheese game plan perhaps off the first time. Changing things a little bit on Mac and Cheese with a couple of respects.
5 seconds remaining.
VS coming up once again. Did well enough last game, couple of really cool swaps. Would not say that the game going like it was in any regard on KD, frankly. So I think it was unfortunately for Majuani, a guy I've also bullied a lot this season. It's on a bit of a weak Viper and just better execution by the Split Push Sprouts in that game. I think that's really what won it, not the VS. That didn't win or lose it. Ben VS, very annoying combo to deal with. You can very easily just get swapped into a lot of pain. You know, Abaddon gets that Manta, swaps somebody into it, and now you're just right in Abaddon's mouth for free. Got a stun, got an armor break to get him to do some real damage. And that's always been the issue. You know, Abaddon does everything except damage. He does some pretty meager damage. Not none, but, you know, about as much as you expect for like a tanky pos 3. I am the Juggernaut. I am picking Juggernaut into VS and Abaddon. I am crazy. And Jack is implying he's Poop or Senor Cruz or Dogtown or one of those other guys by saying he needs to let Kid Dynamite play mid or Puzzlon. I have a pick for Katie, calling it now. It's probably for Majuani, I'm guessing. I think he's just here to play B4. I think it'd be a little unfortunate, honestly, if you moved Katie elsewhere. But you know how it goes. You know, it's kind of like,
Winter Wyvern.
you know, he's standing in for their P4 normally, so it's a little scuffed to send him elsewhere. Running the Winter Wyvern back. It's an annoying thing for Batten to deal with, something that he can't really easily deal with, and is an easy way to, you know, turn the Curse of Avernus around and the lack of a Rubik. And very nicely, I think most of the really annoying matchups for Juggernaut 1-to-1 matches are pretty well dispersed by the Winter Wyvern. I mean, most of the puzzle matchups for Jug are bad anyway. But, you know, like guys like PA, who's like not a hero right now, you know.
It's trash, yeah.
Here comes Invoker. Pretty good looking Invoker game so far, all things considered, though the Juggernaut might be a little annoying. I feel like it's a little brave to pick at this point, though. You kind of have one core. You have one core you're picking Invoker, and the other two guys are the ones you're worried about. You're throwing people under the bus here. Like, this has to be your pos 5, for example. Like, you're not picking Matt here. That's just not acceptable.
Do you know what Jug's win rate into a Batten is?
What's that?
I don't think it's above 45%. Like,
Nice.
legitimately. It's actually terrible. I don't know. I didn't want to flame it yet, but I don't know. If this is pause 1 Naba, this Jug's life is already ruined.
Dire team pick.
Here comes the IO again. Hollywood pick of the week. Here comes the
Oh,
Bangalier
okay.
again. Trash boat pick of the
Oh.
week.
Alright.
Gonna be running Roxy last. That's a pretty big feather in the cap for the guy, I guess. Who do you ban, Randy? Who's the puzzles you don't want to see? Quick.
Against Jug.
10 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
I mean, Spectre has to go. Right? Like,
5 seconds
Yeah.
it didn't work out in the last game. This is a different game than the last game. Get rid of that. Get rid of that spec. Slark, not a bad choice either. Not a bad choice either.
Ursa, if you're gonna pick it.
I feel like Ursa gets too answered by the Winter of Vern. It's like one of the worst things he could be into.
10 seconds remaining.
It gets too answered by the Winter of
Yeah.
Vern, and you don't really know what the pos 3 is going to be yet. I mean, you're probably, statistically, probably going to be good against their pos 3, but
Dire team ban.
It's pickable though.
it is
You can do
pickable.
it. It's not ideal into Pango Wyvern, but
You notice they're assuming
preferably-
they're assuming they're going to switch back. That's Golden Dragon heroes that just got banned last phase there.
Yeah, that's interesting.
5 seconds remaining.
You know, Anzac Jack and Kenny Lavender are kind of both like wrestler names.
Yeah, true.
I don't know if that's actually supposed to be his name, but that's what it looks like. ANZ Jack. Anzac Jack. You know what I'm saying? Australia, New Zealand.
Dire
Army
team
Corps? Oh, they're going to get rid of the Ursa. They're actually willing to let the
yeah.
spec through.
I mean,
Better pick
Ursa
something
into
bad
Jug
for
is
it.
a lot. That's a lot worse for Jug than Spec into Jug is.
That's true. But Ursa into Wyvern is a lot worse than Spec into Wyvern.
Well, I think Spec into Wyvern is also bad.
It's also bad, but it's like not unplayably bad.
5 seconds remaining.
Ursa
Yeah,
to Wyvern
as
is
a-
pretty unplayably bad.
I guess that's kind of evidenced by the last game.
Yeah, it didn't really interact that much. It's mostly just like Wyvern would just drop ult and get rid of somebody for free before dying, which is not great for Spectre. You kind of want to get the supports before they do anything, is kind of your goal. Like, great against the CM here. You can easily get the CM before she does anything useful, but the Wyvern's a lot harder.
Assuming you're picking a Spec, it's like a backliner. It's like Ava and the supports are in front, like hitting
Yeah.
people.
Radiant team
And then,
Ken Tower.
okay, well. And Spec is backlining, but
It's starting to look like a pretty bad spec game all of a sudden.
not a Spec game. Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you pick here? I mean, you can't do a bad one. That's, like, useless into Wyvern. It's useless into Wyvern, it's
Lifestealer.
pretty bad into Pango. Lifestealer? Yeah!
remaining.
Yeah, I think he's a little underrated into Jog. He doesn't care about the Pango and and he eats the Centaur. Yeah, this looks like a pretty good Lifestealer game. The only downside, you have to be really goddamn careful, because if you Winner's Curse, Lifestealer, and Invoker next to each other, Lifestealer's just gonna kill that guy. Like, instantly.
Yes.
But I think he has to look out for in general, I think, no matter how this goes. Invoker, pretty squishy. If you get the Winner's Curse out on him, he's just gonna kinda die.
Yeah, Wyvern makes a lot of heroes miserable, so you can't really pick around that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you pick in conjunction. Wyvern plus Centaur make a hell of a lot of heroes miserable. It's a pretty good combo, all things considered. Especially in if you can time it so that you're getting the stomp off right after the curse ends. And the timing in the last game, by the way, for the record, timing for around the Winner's Curse was good. I think the curses themselves were a little rusty in places, but like everyone following it up did a really good job. You saw a lot of like very instantaneous finger deaths. You saw a lot of like Pango rolling right through Ricky.
Now select your heroes.
Kinda. No, don't pick Ricky into Centaur. Come on now. Don't do Ricky into Wyvern.
My
What the
Abba can go
hell?
Centaur.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh
My Abba
no.
is now +3.
Yep. Oh yeah, they didn't move Kid Dynamite to
Kid
boss 3.
Dynamite
Okay.
+3.
Poor Majwani
Yeah.
got demoted. Again.
Again, yeah.
Every time Hollywood gets mad, he takes it out on Majwani.
It's a line blender. That's what they call it. Which is ironic because it's not the line team, but
It's
you
true.
know.
Yeah, I like everything about the Radiant draft in totality, except for the Ricky. I hate the Ricky. Matt keeps ending up here. This is like an awful looking Ricky game. Like, it's great.
It's really terrible, yeah.
It's great if you can just consistently get the trash boat in particular in Smoke Cloud, and he doesn't have any. He doesn't ever build any answers for it. That's like all you
Good
got.
luck.
That's all you got. This looks like a very free Pango game. It looks like a super free Centaur game. Like, these two are gonna. I'm getting some PTSD looking at this, honestly.
I think Roxy Trash Boat's gonna carry the game again.
I think so. It looks like they're in a really good place to do it, honestly. They have the Abaddon they're walking into, and the Abaddon himself, personally, is pretty bad for the line lineup. I don't think even as good as Abaddon is, I don't think he 1v5s, not with this many, like, not with this much CC, not with this much kiting. Work harp.
Prepare for battle.
Oh my god, Paige has, like, pretended to die. Of the Sunstrike there. But yeah, the Ricky, I don't know. I feel like Matt's done it again here. Kind of what we saw last week as well. Like, it's just going to be all about the smoke clouds. You have to pray to Jesus Christ that the support line can't bail these guys out. Frankly, the game's, you know, the shard's going to help with that, but frankly, the game's not going to, like, go long enough for the shard to matter as far as, like, being competitive. You have to win before that, basically. I don't know. I like the Abaddon pick. The Invoker's not bad. It's kind of rough into the Wyvern and the Pangolier, but not unplayable. But yikes. I mean, you want to talk about Winner's Curse targets, like, there you go, that's a great one. Get Winner's Curse Ricky at the start of every fight. He will die every time. Very rough. Get the core trio, Ricky dies, Centaur Stomp gets the Invoker killed, and Abaddon has to ult and run away. I don't know. I don't know. It's still Abaddon, though. Oh no, Roxy stunned and still lost the rune anyway, sad. No, 2 for 2 actually. That would have been 3 for 1. Actually gonna move around a lot of the roles here, so it's Hollywood pause 4 now. I own Abaddon in this lane, which is a nasty lane comp. Majority pause 5 with Matt. I don't know. Could be a little rough here. Be a little rough. I mean, VS is like the Majwani support, basically, but
Matt is 100% for last steps right now. If he gets this range creep, it'll be 4 for 4. Get it, Matt. Get it, Matt. Yeah. 4 for 4.
Golden Dragon harassed over offsides here. The problem with Jug as well in this game is like unless you smoke cloud the Jug and get rid of him quick, like how do you kill the Jug in this game, Randy?
I mean, probably just outwait the spin and have Imbo deal with him, I guess, unless he gets owned.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the trouble, isn't it? They got a lot of big ults. I mean, the Nightmare scenario, I guess, is you Omni Slash on top of the Winner's Curse, but got a lot of big ults. Because hypothetically, this could go south in lane phase. We have seen those before. The hypothetically really good team comp
Okay,
just
again,
goes
the Pango does not answer it again. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, it's weird.
I do think
Got
this has been an
Buki last
issue.
game. You don't want to like do anything about it.
It has been an issue, I think, with the Hollywood team through the season, the drafts. I think it's been one of their #1 issues, and it's kind of showing in this game as well. They're just like super disfavored compared to the Lion lineup. They are not going to let Lion get this kill. Actually, they're going to let Lion take this death, maybe. No, he's going to be okay. Lion, my friend. My friend.
Radiant's bottom
My brother in Christ. Oh my god, that was an immediate... That was a unintentionally really nicely timed deflecting shield. Literally the frame got stunned. Or rooted, rather. It is okay, but it's not that okay. He's probably going to have to spend a lot of time now just kind of hanging out, waiting to recover.
Now Roxy has 0 denies. He says, anything you can do, I can do better.
It's true. Winter Revern has unintentionally pulled the wave for the opposing team. There we go. Oh no, the deny. I like that. Centaur gets deny and he just right-clicks Ricky and follows him for a minute. Gets breathed on. Gets breathed on. Wyvern starts doing a little breathing right back. Centaur, without his W, is not really going to be able to get kill pressure here, though. I feel like I'm going to have to apologize to Carp after this series for currently unexplained reasons. Oh boy. They're going pretty well for the Abaddon so far. It was quite nice. Dragon's one of his worst lame matchups. I will be honest enough to say I do think it's kind of online a little bit that it hasn't been quite as good. Yeah, it does help, but... I am the Juggernaut. I am going to spin this Abaddon to death. Never mind. Oh my god, okay. I was about to freak out. Okay, so Abaddon is going to die here, so all of a sudden this being a bad lane matchup is quite something. I'd like to point out that Kid Dynamite just died to Lion in lane. Shout out to Kid Dynamite.
I mean, a bunch of people died to Lion in lane last game, right?
It's true. I wouldn't have pointed it out if it wasn't him. But, so far, in a very unusual situation for the split push routes to be in, it feels like so far. Oh my god, Majwani. Yep, going down. Ricky lodging a protest, but unable to do much more than that. Actually getting, like, kind of pressured under tower here. Gonna try and turn it around on the Centaur, but spoilers, it's Ricky into Centaur. Well, Dragon doing a good job harassing here. Io in the CM stun just looks like nothing, just looks like a clump. What do you feel like?
I don't know if I buy this Ricky hero as viable in this league. Like, every time we've seen it, it is either so fed that any hero in its position would win, or doesn't do anything and gets carried.
I think the joke about Ricky, though, is that it is quite easy to get that level of fed. He just gets a lot of momentum early. Speaking of a lot of momentum, Carp baby. 2, 1,
He's okay.
dodge, Carp, dodge. No!
Oh, he didn't dodge.
That's one way to do
That's
it.
one way to do it. That's true.
Where you
Cannot
want
deny the
Radiant structures are fortified.
legitimacy of that statement.
Despite Abaddon's untimely death, he is still actually winning for the last hit trades by quite a decent margin. Code Line is getting himself killed right now. Code Line is like, no, don't outrun your healing ward.
Frick yeah.
Cannot do that. You cannot do that. You have to be,
him.
yeah, cannot be that free about your spin. You're not gonna kill Abaddon that way. He has to be low already. It's as simple as that. Trash
Nice play by
boat.
Carp. He's fine. He's
Yeah, he's
two
got a
levels ahead of
regen.
Jay.
He's got a regen. Use a trash boat. You're out of HP and mana. Don't just let him cancel it. He's still got it going. It's still going.
Yeah, his ice wall doesn't do enough damage.
He hasn't been hit by anything. Thinks
Well,
about ulting,
ice wall
decides
does
not to.
DPS, but it's not enough to cancel.
Oh dear. Whenever I'm gonna take the level 7 rune. See, I'm gonna take the level 7 rune. 2 wisdoms go down. Io TP's mid for the save on Warcarp. But
Why not
maybe
saving much? Okay.
you might
no,
be
he bounced
saving
back.
a lot at all. With the Io here, the regen, he actually can't get this kill. It's an awkward spot for Pango because there's nothing to bounce off of, basically.
Yeah. Oh.
This should be the
Almost
time they
killed
get
Dark
offensive
there.
up top. Ricky doing a good job in the lane at least. I don't think he should be up for last hits right now, and he is, so there's that.
My friend Carp is dead.
Oh,
Rest in peace.
well, that's unfortunate. He gets the save he's always wanted in his miserable life, and it doesn't even matter. Don't get used to that. Don't get used to that.
You get used to it.
Treads out on the Juggernaut, going for the Maelstrom here. It might be a little while.
I thought I was buying a Midas for a second.
That would be funny.
I saw the little icon on the bottom right, and like, just for a split second out of the corner of my eye, it looked like that hand.
Everybody in this bottom lane is just at like half HP all the time. Nobody's ever full. Nobody's ever low. Everybody's just always like halfway dead. Regions back up, halfway dead again.
It's like a financial crisis going on in this game. The only person with any money is Trash Boat.
Yeah. He's not like offensively bad. Oh, accidentally just got loaned 2 tangos. He's not doing offensively bad. He's not doing great. And not far off. Line pretty poor.
Up lane.
I mean, that was a okay idea.
Hit the healing ward. Oh, I get it. Good
Bad
job,
hit
KD.
6.
Those guys dead. Actually,
And,
Matt is here.
yeah.
Interesting.
That gets the kill,
It's a
no
free
less.
kill.
Bottom tower
Yeah.
is under
Trash
Very
boat's
nice.
coming in.
Oh, he is.
Coming
Did
on
he
up here.
1v4 though?
He's got
Yeah,
haste.
he's done. Oh no, Matt!
He's got no vision though.
Get out of here. Get out of here, Matt. Untether him, please. Okay.
I don't know if he knows Abaddon's ulted. Well, he does. He does at this point.
Just now, yeah.
Yep.
is under attack.
Oh, okay.
Goes down pretty casually there. At least he gets his phase boots.
Matt, you psychopath!
This is gonna work. Solo kill, says Hollywood. Oh man. This is
Look
the
at how
two-way dodge.
impressive this guy is. 3 people there, and it doesn't look like they could kill him at all, even if they wanted to.
Yeah, right now everybody else on his team is just hitting creeps, having a good time.
Like, that's how you can tell, right? It's like the eye test. Like, you see the Pango there, and you see 3 people, like, walking around him, acting like there's no possible way they can kill him.
Yeah,
That's probably correct. There's no possible way they can kill him.
that's true. At the very least, it certainly implies they don't think they could possibly kill him, which is not a great sign of morale. Codeline should not be here.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Absolutely
under attack.
no way in hell Codeline should. Okay, he's not going to the tower. He's still going to be stalked and maybe killed by Ricky, though.
Oh, maybe. Not sure how
It
much
would be
damage
funnier
Ricky
if
does.
Ricky just stole the potato and tomato.
Middle tower is under attack.
He just likes to
Pinging,
watch.
He's pinging, he wants somebody here.
He just likes to watch.
But, anyway.
Golden Dragon going down to the lane. He kills the healing ward and walks away.
He love taps him once, hits his word, and then walks away. Just this hello. Just wanted to say hi.
Gets killed by the Invoker here, but Trash Boat is here. This is a much better spot for Pangolier ult than the last couple of places where 20 dead.
Oh man, deleted.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Already the Veil. Ricky's just kind of walking around looking for some fun. Look at the net worth chart. He's in 3rd place, so it's not backfiring so much yet, but notably, once again, poor Warcarp in the same spot.
So this here is like the classic crazy 4-1 kills.
Hi, IO.
Okay.
He just dies at top and gets Matt as a revenge kill? What the hell happened there? Solo kill? That's what I'm saying. I'm not even looking right now. I'm watching bot. Goodbye, IO. Sent ult was cheese.
Sent ult was cheese.
Okay. Rip Ricky. Kind of not great.
We got like CM ulted in a wave or something. And the creeps got the lesson out of him. It's my guess, having not seen any of it.
Page's XD'd in all chat. Yeah. When we're getting tipped. How many interesting things are gonna happen while I'm watching this series of events of bot? I don't know what Golden Dragon just got tipped for. He doesn't have anything on cooldown, so God knows. Oh, Carp listened to last week's cast. Has a Midas this time, which could mean quite a bit, actually. He is down really considerably right now, but at least is going to give him the space to catch back up. Page just took the banner creep. Huh. Apparently, Trashman might like his long-awaited turn soon. If you're wondering who Anzac Jack was. Goodbye, Madrone. H is getting the love tap now. Ricky realizes, wait a minute, I can't do that. Just gets the hell out of town. Actually baits the Pango, which is not too bad. He's gonna have to waste it on this Abaddon and IO combo he could not possibly get. Okay, maybe. No. Thank you, Wyvern.
Okay.
Very cool. Get it? Cool, because it's Wyvern.
Maybe not.
No,
bad.
she's fine.
Okay.
He's
That's
fine.
really sad.
Yeah, that winner's curse wasn't the curse.
That's only flashed. Oh, he
yeah, he's still dead though.
Yeah. So again, Pangolier Gaming.
Proxy Row taking a ride along with the uh-oh, big swap.
However, dead.
$850 gold passes in the hands of the Ray. Oh, that's just for the kill on Jug. That means nothing. Overall, a little hard to say confidently exactly how I would describe that fight going. Hard to call it a win for either team. Just kind of guys trading there. Imagine more money probably passing the hands of the Radiant. But that's all I can really say about it. Use your Midas Carb. There we go. He heard me. Bit of an awkward play there, all starting from a really awkward winner's curse. Okay, Centaur dies alone in the jungle. Alright. Can't be doing that. When Wyvern hitting creeps at top. Juggernaut hitting creeps in the triangle. Did he stack that? He did not stack that. Poor. Oh no, he did. He did. He only had the one thing there, I think. Line? 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 No! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
What can you do?
Don't worry, Line. That wasn't directly on camera or anything. It's a bad got. It's not going for Echo Saber. He's just going straight into Manta style here. Wants it very quickly. This is not too surprising. This is a big upside this game. Ricky at it again.
Radiant's middle tower is
Wants
under
his friends here. Here comes Zio. Looking rather dead. Yeah, looking super dead.
Radiant's middle tower is
He just dies in the space of the pig bowl. Everybody is in a great place for this ult from Pangolier. Pango has the dust.
Nice.
Matt going upstairs. Can't get him.
That was actually sick by Matt.
Winner's Curse comes out on the Ricky.
This is a life-saving Winner's Curse, but
We're
okay.
gonna take
Momentarily life-saving.
the CM 2 for 1. Roxy is in the back here, but it's a little questionable exactly how much he's gonna be able to do.
Can come with 20.
Yep. So 2 for 2, though considering one of the two on one team was the Jug, I'm not too happy about that. Okay, Abaddon just got a full Echo Saber after all, never mind.
is under attack.
Line is pretty close to Maelstrom, which is to say, I don't know how much of an impact he's going to have this game. Feels a lot harder this time for the Code Line team. The Ricky is hypothetically countered on paper, but I think the organization factor is favoring him right now. He's just allowed to go wherever he wants and do whatever he wants. That's not good. You know, just because he
Still
should
have
be doing
Pango
that.
problems.
Yeah. They still have Pango problems. It doesn't feel like the Pango can kill anybody.
Yeah.
Kind of the issue. They can't kill him. He can't kill anybody either. Ricky just dodges. The Baden is not dying, and
Dire's
the Invoker isn't there.
under attack.
They still have that at least. He's still just gonna murder the Invoker, but Maelstrom is out now on the Juggernaut. Old 18-minute Maelstrom. Have you ever wondered how much the exact value of Code Line? It's worth exactly one half of a trash boat. Actually, slightly more, but Shroom finds an Invis. They want to go in here. They know very broadly where the Radiant is. That was an unfortunately timed decision on the part of Trash Boat. Gonna drop the Centaur, but it's too
yeah.
late. He's dead anyway. Yeah, that's
Okay.
bad.
Unfortunate.
Cannot be won. That's what you just learned if you're Trash Boat. You cannot be alone in this game. The Ricky shouldn't be able to do much, but if there's only one target for that smoke cloud instead of the 3 where he has to smoke cloud all of them somehow, you're still gonna die. It's looking pretty bad for a Code Line team right now. It feels like even though they have the draft advantage in a big way, they have like a major disadvantage in the execution so far. They're just getting walked all over right now. Pager's getting buried in the back line.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
4 Carp sponsored by Trash Daddy.
Oh.
Pretty good swap. It's gonna immediately eliminate the Winter Burn. Juggernaut's Omni slashing into this. Does get the IO, but is likely going to come at the cost of his own life here.
Line is. Oh
Very dead,
my
yep.
god, look at that damage.
The Pango
So
likely
one-
dead as well.
One deafening blast did that much damage. It's fucking nutty.
Yeah, this looks super bad.
Oh, the tip.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Attack! Dire T2 Dire mid T2 tower. Attack! Dire mid T2 tower. Man. Feels a little bit more like the traditional game for Lion so far. The man himself is like gone. He's sitting at half of anybody else's net worth. Roxy Row also is kind of a shadow of his former self at this point. Is just not doing nearly as good on the Centaur, unfortunately, as he was on the DK. Playing from very behind. That's pretty rough. Really, it just comes down to
Right?
this. The core issue is Ricky needs to get 3 guys in Smoke Cloud. But the problem is either A, those 3 guys are always separate, or B, he gets those 3 guys anyway, you know. The winner's curses are just not coming out. It's really awkward. Io's going to snag the Wisdom Rune.
Alright.
It actually takes a bad to go get it. They're calling for guys to come attack here, but spoilers, you're not going to get anything.
Bodyguard. Winner's
Yeah.
curse.
You know what you do, it doesn't... don't think it breaks Tether, weirdly enough. It'll be funny, though.
Yeah, it doesn't. That would just be funny.
They all just start running all the way back. Looking for man in the jungle here. Matt taking up the bounty rune. Good news is, I don't think there's a moment where this game is particularly over for the Code Line team, so they don't have to win. They don't have to start winning immediately. Though winning at some point would be very good for their chances of not losing, as they say. They definitely have the late game advantage. Abaddon does not scale terribly well. Invoker does not scale terribly well. Ricky, for that matter, doesn't scale terribly well. I wouldn't say any of them even on the same scaling level as the Pangolier. Maybe Ricky outscales Pango, but that's it. But the Abaddon and the Invoker probably don't. Man's got his Manta. He's got his free silence now. Actually, a lot of ways to drop that very quickly onto people as well, between the IO ult and the VS swap. Well, the game's not over for Code Line. Definitely seems like Hollywood's team in the driver's seat right now. Centaur Warrunner getting the hell out of Dodge. This is not the old. This is not the old. Goodbye again, Golden Dragon. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, this execution factor. This is a great.
Actually, a sick Pango.
Yeah, this is a super awesome CM and Pango. The problem is that's a bad, unfortunately. So
Josh wrote the hero.
Yeah.
Heroes never get what they deserve.
Bad getting body blocked by his own illusions. Thank you, Ricky. Yeah, this is looking very done. This is looking done as dinner for Code Line team. The draft favored them pretty heavily, but the execution factor was way out of the line of affairs here. The slightly cursed decision to make their support stint and play pause 3 definitely has a very high impact. Kid Dynamite and the Abaddon is giving these guys a very tough time. It's something I mentioned is unanswered during the lane phase, or the pick phase. I thought the Winner's Curse was going to have a higher impact on the guy. It is a nasty thing to play into as Abaddon and can easily turn any advantage you have into a disadvantage. Real quick, I haven't seen a Winner's Curse in like 4 fights, and one of the few that we've seen has been like a very scuffed one. I don't know. This time it definitely does feel like the winner of Wyvern had a... You know, it's kind of what I was talking about in the... Nobody heard it who was watching on YouTube, but in the VOD, I was kind of mentioning this between games. I thought the Winner's Curse was going to be more important than it turned out to be in Game 1, but in Game 2, it's feeling like it's very important, very crucial. We've seen kind of like one really happen, and it wasn't good. And every fight since, we've seen none happen, and that's very not good, you know. Hello, a random clown. I don't know who you are. But I could probably guess so. Golden Dragon wants to... I guess he's listening. He's hearing the... Nope. Nope, never mind.
Oh, okay. Oh.
God, it's such a big part of their team fight, and he's just dying immediately every time. Oh no, huge swap. Huge swap! Wow, big moment from Adwene here.
This is
Centaur in the back lines.
Favorite
Got an
rock,
ult!
actually.
They buy back an ult on the Winter of Vern, but they get the supports only. But it's kind of looking bad now.
Everyone's pulling out. Oh, Roxy!
Roxy got him, but he
No,
doesn't have any
no
vision.
Not like this. You're a support. Supposed to know to have those things.
Dire's middle
No, it's okay. He
Oh,
needs
nice
his
tornado.
rings. All right, he needs
Yeah,
his
yeah, he
rings.
does. He's his jewelry.
That's true.
Line's dead. God bless.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay,
Lion
maybe
is
not.
not act. No,
Maybe
actually,
Matt is dead.
Matt is dead. God bless. Gold line
Alright,
picks
well,
it up.
Call an
636
ambulance.
gold.
Call an ambulance is not for me.
636 gold passes into the hands of Juggernaut, who is now only 1,000 gold below the second lowest net worth core.
Oh, yeah.
Angelier long fallen from his position of prominence at the top of the charts here. God, it's just so unfortunate. It really does. It just feels like the Winter's Curse needs to come out in fights, and it needs to hit Invoker or Ricky. And you really would like to have a Batten in that, but went well last time, but that needed a buyback, and that was at the end of the fight that was already kind of going tits up anyway, you know?
Scanning.
Really need the, like, you know, it happened to the VS after she already got the big kill on Pango, right? Like, you really need these Winter's Curses to come out and be good, or else things are going to be bad for this team. Gets a free shard for his trouble at the very least, so now he's got a angry popsicle. Radiant's slowing it down here. I guess they got their ego checked by the last fight. Though I do think them slowing it down is not to their favor. They would really like to keep the offensive up. As stated earlier, scaling is not in their favor, and a big part of why this is going so well right now is that line is so far gone. Give them time to catch back up, and this is going to be a much harder game. We're going to get a Roche, though, which could be an indication of more aggressive play. They're going to get this done in a minute. I guess they got two, never mind.
Yeah.
Roche going down pretty short order. Matt going to pick it up. No, says Pangolier, I guess.
Someone.
Oh
yeah.
no, Roxy, my Roxy. He did so good game one. How did he ult? He was in the smoke cloud the whole
It's
time.
not its fault. He got smoked on.
He ulted in the smoke. How did he do that? Well, that's nothing
Hex.
happening. Paying
Over
ult.
plus.
Radiant's
true.
bottom tower is under attack.
Cheaters are never welcome in Dota unless you're Roxy Roro. Note, this is not a serious accusation. Unfortunately, their wave here is absolute. In fact, all their waves right now are absolutely terrible, even though they have Aegis. So the core line on Dire has been doing a good job breaking them. Kid Dynamite gets really excited because he thinks that's the real code line, and honestly, with how this game's gone so far, I don't think I can even blame him.
Yeah.
Dire's middle
my Winter of Vern is doing the juicy juggle.
Hmm. Yes. Yes, he is.
Force staff at least. So there's that. Radiant pulling out. Again, not to their advantage. They'd really, I think they can uphill, and they really, I think, would like to do so. I guess they're going to get the last outer down at least. It's not that big of a waste of time, but
The thing is, like, if you uphill there, you can't really. Or you, with the patch, the way it is currently, you can't really just get two sets of Rex. Like, kind of need all the outers dead.
looking hard for Ricky over here. They're not going to find him. He just right-clicked south and got out. Rayman smoke on the Dire. We're walking right back to where Matt is again. Gonna be a little. Nope, he's TP, and he's. Oh no, that's dreadful. They gave up the worst the worst possible moment there on that smoke. That's pretty sad. Pango revealed in the creep wave. They didn't get anything.
Unfortunate.
Matt has DD. Gets the win over, and actually, even with the 4-stat, still dies before anything happens because of the Ricky DD. Unfortunate. No! Jug! Quick, swap him. Not happening. You go the DDs still. They did not actually get the last outer here. They are going to try an uphill with the winner of Earn Dead, which makes sense, I suppose. This is the big crux of their team fight at the moment. Realistically, they don't even necessarily need to like instantly go full on growth here. You know, you have the Manta style on the Abaddon after all. He's a pretty good illusion tower pusher, right? Roxy Roro ults in here.
Is
Kind of an awkward ult though.
no man's land.
Good
Nice
swap
swap.
from VS. Carp says, no, I actually want to die, and goes right back in though. Jug omnis into
Unfortunate.
it, but dies.
Dire's top tower
You're going on a Ben. He's gonna feel real
Oh,
silly.
nice.
Ben ults here. He's actually gonna be able to get a lot of his HP back, and Winter Wolverine just holding an illusion. It's actually gonna work out anyway though.
Okay. That's really bizarre. You like this? You like this? You like
Interesting.
how good uphill is right now? So good. This should be allowed to happen in this game state.
Rip Matt.
Hey, Valve, can you write me a letter and explain why in a 14k up game state that's allowed to happen, please?
5,000 gold passes into the hands of the Dire. The tragedy is mostly into the 3 and under club. Mangolier walks away with at least $1,000. It's gonna be now pretty close to his BKB. Just gotta get BKB on Pangolier, you hate to see it. It's the line doing
It
nothing.
happens.
He's got 1.8k. Still just has the male Manta. It's going for Mjolnir. Tornado. Pangolier BKB is out, so he's not going to be just killed in smoke, though he's still having trouble actually killing anybody himself. Eternal Shroud on the Centaur Warrunner. You know, I like getting magic immunity items, especially on Centaur as much as the next guy, but you kind of only got one guy doing magic damage on this team. He's not the one who's killing everybody right now. Oh, shoutouts to Coffee Cat, who's joined us just in time for my internet to start getting a little funky.
Oh, nice.
Oh, random clown is shown. Okay, never mind. Seems that the Joel versus... well, they were playing somebody. Those games are done.
Dire are
Relatively short games this week, then. If you're wondering, right now, for those who are joining us, it is we are in game 2. Game 1, the Code Line team. Flip Push Sprouts won. So it is 1-0 line right now. Might be 1-1 here soon. Oh, Maxi Roro getting out of town there.
In about 40 minutes, yeah.
It's true.
Packing in.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Man, that's what line would really do. What? Wait a minute. Okay, he was. I thought he just reloaded an illusion there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, my internet's not getting all that funky after all, at least not yet. How nice. No, my fake Juggernaut! How many skills are going to get gasted on random jugglers in this game? It's not very good mana efficiency. Oh my god, the 3 million IQ play just makes his faker do the ancient camp here.
What a guy.
Sadly, it was a little too clever. Majuani actually just ends up taking the whole thing. Awkward situation here. Again, favoring Dire. The more time passes, the better things get for them, really. Right now, Ben's going for Scotty, but
at least one of these games, I guess.
it's true. Every series, you mean. The Ben right now, he is going for Scotty, but it's not going to do that much. He's pretty much as scary as he's ever going to be. Right now is his peak. He's balling. Make no mistake. He's got a lot of net worth. He's the scariest guy in this game right now by a long margin. But if this game goes on 10 more minutes, that gold advantage, even if he keeps like a proportionally similar amount, is not going to mean nearly as much. See him being annoying here.
Okay. Interesting. How do we end up with a Venge into Wyvern again? What's going on?
Randy. That wouldn't have even been good if it didn't get swapped out. Oh man.
Yeah, I know. But,
Oh
like,
mama
I'm just
man.
wondering.
That's their big defense. They gotta have that.
Yeah. Okay, well,
Oh,
now they're
God.
gonna lose Rex.
Oh god, no, GD.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, they're maybe gonna lose Rex? That is
Well,
pretty non-committal to this.
Helpless is here and he's like, well, see, Bowden got no points in his queue. He actually doesn't. Wow, look at that. Man hates Mist Coil.
It's Nature's Prophet build, except you don't level the E, you know?
Seems we've gotten at least 2 sets done by now, so hope to see some of you guys in the post-game requests or post-match request thread going up. Ooh. And in a tricky spot here, but he is, you know, a bad one
It's
still.
old. Yeah. Hasn't quite popped yet?
Yeah,
Oh, Pango popped it.
they popped it here, and that's pretty unfortunate. He actually cannot do anything anymore. They found
Cut
Carp.
away, that's
Great
fucking
tornado. but-
trash.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Beep. Beep. Oh, Garp buys a bit of time. Actually buys a lot of time, allows the rest of his team to retreat here, but
Why is uphill so trash?
Roche is back up, so. Again, this is bad. This is not your typical situation where, you know, it doesn't really matter. It does very matter here. If line team holds off uphill forever, then it just starts getting hard. I mean, Ricky gets less and less relevant. Baden gets less and less relevant.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Pango gets tougher. Jug becomes like a hero, you know.
Oh, maybe,
A little something
I mean, you can say maybe, but he has his Mjolnir. He's most of the way to another item if he wants it. 2.3k, actually 2.4. Just sitting in his stash right now in his war chest. Actually going for the T2 bot here right now. Actually gonna get it for free. Nobody's bothering with this, and they just sliced Majuani to shreds.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Playing it smart here.
The look on your face.
Gee, getting annoyed here. Slightly. You probably want to hit that before you start. Oh no, Randy. Randy.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, what's wrong?
My brother in Christ, buy some detection. You're facing a Ricky, Roxy. Come on. You don't
worry
need the
about
wand, my friend.
You need to.
Radiant's courier has been.
You just killed a courier with a goddamn ghost scepter on it. That's. I was going to say that's annoying, but it's actually good for Hollywood that he doesn't have that anymore, so he can't use it to kill himself in the face of Centaur Warrunner. Ricky, gonna start TPing bot. They actually see that happening.
Dire are
Scan out Roche. They're on their way.
Radiant's middle
Star has
tower is
ult.
under attack.
Ricky's late. They're ulting. They want in. Are they gonna make it? Oh, it's so on the wire. They do make it. They do actually get Aegis here. Shiva's guard on 5. Io's dead immediately. So is the VS.
man.
Ricky! Look at that Aegis die.
This
Holy
is so
crap.
bad.
Yeah, stomped right out of it. Double death! Instant double death! Oh, brother. You hate to see it.
Okay. GG, well played.
I don't think yet, but that is a horrific looking sequence of events. Great play calling there. Not the Roche they probably wanted, and again, nobody has buyback. Nobody says for buyback on this goddamn team. Cut the wave, guys. Cut the wave. Look where the wave is. Cut the wave. Wyvern, don't walk away from the wave. You want to cut the wave. I promise. Okay. No, we're not pushing that. Lotus Orb coming out on Centaur, Ags out on Juggernaut because it's 2017. This mid T2 has 1 HP.
Like, you don't like,
I think it's fine in this
Okay.
game. I just wanna give him grief. Mangler gonna get swapped in. And gonna get right out.
okay.
Oh
Well,
boy.
it would have been a pretty big swap in another universe.
Yeah. It happened again.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Radiant lost, well, in all that time, Radiant lost their T1 top. It's a little unfortunate.
Drug lost all his mana.
Also true. Here's his
So we got
axe now.
ERP.
Yeah, that would be a historical case that would make that happen, and the evidence towards that being the case also exists in the form that I was watching it when it happened.
Are scanning.
Radiant looking at their own triangle. Volker looking at this big wave, drops 3 meatballs on it. Now he's gonna get 2 wisdom runes. He's gonna be the smartest kid in the world. No, no, no. Randy.
What?
Radiant's top tower
Randy.
is under attack.
Literally 2 of their cores have Enves, and this Centaur is not buying detection.
Doesn't need it.
Dire
Stop
My
it.
supports are supposed to buy protection.
has been killed.
Protection. Detection.
Radiant's top tower
Oh, shoutouts to Doughboy who's joined us today as well. Ben, still no points in his queue, actually. He's not going to have a choice for
My
much
supports
longer.
have protection. It turns out.
What about detection?
Well, one of them does. I'm
Jug
talking about
does.
the supports, yeah.
Jug does,
Jug. Yeah.
and
okay.
the sports. Oh, no, Jug and
You're gonna see him.
CM, yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tornado comes out to make this longer. Radiant plants banner here. They did actually keep that, okay. Ricky's solo pushing up bot. They're missing the T3 over there, so. Tormentor comes out, goes to code line, so now he's gonna have his funny Blade Fury.
Now it's time for these
Mango.
guys to die, though. Oh, nice Winner's Curse.
Yeah. There we go, he's getting his heat back, I guess, after all. 20 going down, this is not the Omni Slash you
No, he
want.
ducked the card. It was almost Omni Slash you wanted to be at damage.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
time for CM to die uphill.
Everyone is dead. Very nice.
Neutral creep got trash boat, nice.
Radiant's top tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
God, I hate this game so much.
This game is never going to end. We're going to be here 4 weeks from now because
I like
neither
how-
team can actually win.
If you have the kill streak effect thing, Trash Boat is dead and he has the kill streak. Very nice.
Oh, well, Vern's courier.
Has been killed.
Alright, okay, or the game could end right now. Maybe.
No, they got 3 buys on buyer. They're fine. They don't have any ults, but actually, that's pretty bad. They don't have any ults.
Yeah.
Tower is under attack.
I think
Ricky is just killing
we
himself on Centaur.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
they lose Rex here. Roxy's gonna file a protest.
Dire's bottom barracks.
And a logic complaint here,
Yep.
but
Bottom barracks.
that's about all
That's
he can
it.
do.
You're willing to let the buildings go. Key.
Interesting.
Somewhat troublesome spot. He's going to get out of here. Nice swift slash. And in that distraction,
There you
actually
go.
just going to go take top. Alright. Only one rack remains.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
And Ricky comes back, and okay, now it's Mega's sad.
Bottom barracks
Oh well.
now have mega barracks.
That's kind of
Time for
cartoonish.
Mega's defense.
Roxy Roro angrily pinging, trying to get his team to follow here.
That's amplified damage. Come on.
Can't actually chase here. Just gonna walk at a 3 now. And die.
Oh well. God bless.
Rest in peace.
Do you have buyback, my friend? Yes, he does.
Trashbo getting caught out here. He's gonna live, but he had to BKB for that. That's his 8.
Relocate. Relocate.
That's a brave
You good?
relocate. Ult, Mega Man! Ult! Ult, I beg! Nope.
Okay, well, what's
Wasn't terribly necessary, I guess.
Omni slash illusions? Alright.
Swap for Carp. Buyback on Centaur. Yes, getting bullet. Nice. Attack here, says Roxy Roro.
Roxy's losing his mind right now, dude. It's
He really is.
Steve, I'm so bored, and so am I, bro. I feel you.
Only TP's home to Cold Megas. He has $7,000. Oh my god, buy something, my man. You have 5K unspent. Lion, this is not a good habit for a boss 1. Okay, he's getting Blink Dagger. I don't know. He's getting Swift Blink specifically. I don't know how much of a fan I am of that, frankly. It's going to be pretty hard to actually use, but it's spending the money. There's that.
I went Death Blink on Lifestealer the other day.
Nice. Did he win?
Yeah, it was against Sniper.
Did Sniper lose?
Yeah. We didn't both win.
How'd that happen?
That was always
Kenny Lavender, when that Roche fight happened, said, "What a Roche fight."
And it was.
Yeah, it was. Very
And it doesn't
Good looking.
even matter.
Bad got Nully. Alright.
It's kind of nasty.
Be nastier if there's anything much to actually nullify this game. I don't think anything's like purgeable. Dispellable? That would be funny. No. I would imagine if you could just dispel
After all
Panko.
that, I guess.
We're actually cutting the wave here. Doing a little bit of splitting, as it were.
Hey, you can purge the Swift Blink thing.
Here, there you go.
Maybe. Ah.
Going for Centaur on the back lines here. Is gonna blink DP. Not today. So Blink is out for the jug now. Where is that? Let's look at Ricky. I haven't really looked at Ricky's inventory in a while. He's basically done. He's got Disperser. He's got Shard. He's got shards of both kinds. He's pretty much done. Unless he wants to get rid of boots. And astonishingly, actually still has somewhere to go here as well. Actually needs Zag's... Both of Aghanim's things. He needs Abyssal Blade. Moon Shard. Volker... Volker's more done than Abaddon is. He has, oh, they have the exact same net worth across the board. Never mind. All he needs to do is scrap the Midas or something more interesting, and then he's done. Jug.
Look at that 27, 27, 27, 27. It's pretty good.
They're the only person who's not at basically the same amount of net worth as the poor Centaur. No, my fake code lines. My rare collection of fake code lines.
Okay, Dynamite. When you agreed to stand in for this game, did you realize you were signing away your entire night?
Jim on the Wyvern, by the way. Get knee blades soon.
You roar
Rosh is
through?
roaring.
Radiant's turret has been
Okay. Sure what they're scared of?
They just saw Roxy do
Sure.
this.
I don't care. What's the
They're
rest
thinking
of
it's
you?
more.
Looking and die?
They're thinking this more, I'm imagining, especially after what happened last time. They got caught in the Roche pit, but enough people showed on ways now. They know it's nothing. They went back home. Aegis out on Ricky. I don't know who has the cheese because they all are smoked right now. It's Refresher Shard on the Abaddon.
Okay. Interesting.
It's second ult, so it's not a bad thing to have.
Bounty.
Ricky just blink strikes Abaddon just to remind him of what he could be dealing with right now. Once more into the breach, as they say. Code Line almost sacrifices his life. Makes better of it at the last moment. Lear picking up Disperser. Oof. Jug spinning at the perfect time there. Big swap gets
Okay.
Pangolier. BKB immediately ruins it. They actually have to walk right back out.
So they got the BKB.
Yep. Good use of the
Quite good.
ult on Pangolier there. Canceled it at the like basically right before it would have actually gone off. So it just looks like he used it. Breaks everyone out. Everyone gets the hell out. Nothing actually was used. At least as far as his ult is concerned, anyway. Another flop here. Wyvern Ghost Scepters. Doesn't live. Buys back. This is an awesome looking Wyvern ult. Oh boy. No! That's not an awesome looking Wyvern ult! No! Oh god! Oh no! I can't believe that just happened. Oh, he waits until he's solo and being Omni slashed. Oh. Buyback's coming in all over the place. We're in double dead, Pangolier, first life. Wyvern double dead.
All the buybacks. Matt is looking not healthy.
Lion is looking dead, that's his buy.
Bugwood is still
But it's
here,
done.
and the game's over. Alright.
1-1! Which is kind of the saddest possible result of this series, but you know how it goes. This is an execution factor game. All the execution factor Lion team had in game 1 just kind of fell out of their pocket in game 2. It just did not happen. I think in fairness, part of it was the move of Kid Dynamite from pause 4 to pause 3 in this particular game. That definitely rattled them at least a little bit. But this should not have been a good game for the Ricky as it was. Like, this should not have been a good game for Ricky at all. This looks terrible for him, and he's 13-5. Just because, I mean, it was just kind of low MMR game into Ricky. How many times are you going to catch him and have no detection, right? Like, how many times are you going to catch Ricky, have no detection? How many times are you going to forget there's a Ricky on the team and just run around solo, right? Like, they got a lot of kills on the supports, so their KDA looks technically good, but, like, none of the cores ever died on Mac and Cheese, and the same cannot be said for the Swift Push Sprouts. Execution factor here was unfortunately poor. A lot of money was riding on the winner of Arnold's this game, and they just never came out right. That's a big thing. Unfortunate as it is to say. I mean, the game would still be going on if it wasn't for that Volt at Ricky by the Ancient. That was like nightmare fuel right there. Centaur on Roxy doesn't seem to be it. And then did not jive.
I mean, the game would still be going on.
It's true.
If he didn't get ulted there, he just gets Omni Slash and his Aegis dies. So I'm not sure how much it changes.
Well, he gets Omni Slash and Aegis dies, but his second life, he just barely slinks out. But I mean, God, that was like nightmare fuel incarnate. That looked just dreadful. It was very unfortunate. Oh boy. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that's it. It was a good showing for the Lion team in game 1. It was it got very close to a 2-0 here, which is what they really secretly wanted. But I'm sure when you've had a season that looks like this, you're happy to take the 1-1, I guess. If you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg today to sign up. It's too late to get into this season, sadly, but stand-ins needed every series. There's queues popping everywhere you look. ld2l.gg. Follow the link to the Discord server, and we'll be catching you next time with some replays.